OF models regret everything, I would too.
If you're young and impressionable and you're thinking about doing OnlyFans, please don't.
What happens with that is we see statistics like the average wage of an Only creator is $180 a month.
After having my OF for about a year, I've come to realize that I wasn't educated beforehand in the fact that
the only people who make the most money on OF are those child stars who turn 18 and they drop the OF and they make millions a month. Those are the rare ones that make millions of dollars a month. But if you're a regular person trying to make an OF, bro, the average OF model makes is $180 a month. You just heard her say that. Like, what the freak? What you think you're gonna put your booty on the internet and then you're gonna make millions of dollars? No. You know how many booties there are on the internet? Unless you have that one special booty that everybody wants to see, that's when you're gonna make $1 billion a month.
That will ruin a lot of big career paths for people.
So today we're going to be taking a look at some people who regret making their OF account. I have to be pretty careful on how I speak because an older video talking about the office siren trend ended up getting limited on YouTube, and what we're going to see today is definitely worse. We have a lot of stuff to go over along with comments from you guys from previous videos. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave in the comments down below. But let's just jump right into it.
What's one thing you wish you could undo? For me, it's OnlyFans. Yep, I did OnlyFans. And at the time, it felt like it was empowering. Like I was in control. Like I was just, I don't know. I really was just following the wave. Makes me sick to my stomach when I think about it.
Bro, just make a YouTube. Like, damn, you don't have to show your booty. Like, make a YouTube.
Me putting myself out there, jeopardizing my safety, my image, my body for weirdos, stalkers, men who literally didn't see me as nothing but a fantasy. You know what they don't tell you is that the platform is going to affect your reputation. It's going to make dating feel impossible. And the men that do date you, they're going to treat you like trash. 9 times out of 10, they don't even see you as real. They just see you as content.
Yes, because you put your booty on the internet. What else do they see you as? Just an object. Because you don't see if you don't value your own body, who am I to value you if you don't value yourself? You know what I'm saying?
And the money, babe, is not what they promised. I promise I've made just as much, if not more, posting on social media.
And we'll go right over to the comment section. Why do we never hear these stories enough? I only searched for this because someone made a video saying that people are regretting it, which I had to see if it was true. Because most of the videos are OF creators saying that this is the best thing ever. It's such easy money, there are no consequences, basically everything's perfect.
Bro, the only people you hear saying that is, like I said, the 1% of those freaking people who grew up on the internet and they turn 18, boom, OnlyFans. Those are the ones that make the most.
We'll see in this video is a marketing tactic by the large creators along with the owners of the site. But we got a comment from you guys right here. The average OF creator makes $150 per month, and the guy that created OF made $1 billion. Basically, it's digital pimping. I couldn't agree more.
Again, a lot of people think that, oh, I don't have to have a lot of followers. I can just jump on and do this in secret.
No.
And I'll just make a bunch of money. Well, what happens with that is we see statistics like the average wage of an Only creator is $180 a month. And that's because so many people are jumping on thinking that they don't have to do anything. They post all of these pictures, they don't earn any money, and then that's actually on the internet forever, and you really can't get it down. In 2023 or 2021, in 2021, there was 2.1 million creators on OnlyFans, and only 300 of those 2.1 million made more than $1 million a year. So the margin is very low for people that are actually making a lot of money. So the real
bro, it's just like Twitch. Like, say you make a Twitch account, no followers, and you start streaming. Who the freak is gonna watch your stream when nobody knows who you are? Who the freak is gonna watch your OF stuff when nobody knows who you are, bro? Like, most likely somebody might watch you because you're showing your booty, but still, it's all just a scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Stickness, as I said, is you're going to jump on. You're going to see how competitive this is. You're going to post a bunch of really, really full-on content that you probably didn't want to do in the first place. You're not going to make a lot of money from it. And to get your account taken down is really difficult. It's not easy. And so then you're stuck with this online for forever, potentially. And so that's a reality that we need to understand. And again, it's because we're softly manipulated by social media to think that this is easy, this is a positive, and it's a get-rich-quick scheme.
And that's all we really see online now, whether it's the course sellers, the real estate empires, digital marketing, or OF, everything you could get rich quick. And that's just honestly not the...
If you want to build something that lasts, it has to take time.
case. And we got a couple of comments that go well with the last clip. In 2006, before graduating college, our professor went through and had his TAs search for everyone on the internet. He came to class with printouts of all the things that would prevent us from getting jobs. He wanted us all to remember what's on the internet is there forever. And that's just the early days of Facebook. Now it's way more complex, especially if you have an OF account. Another one here. I have a cartoon channel that I thought no one at work knew about. It's nothing bad, but they found it and started asking me when I was going to make more. I can only imagine being an OF creator. We'll talk about the job scene after making an account a little bit later in the video, but we'll just move on.
Ready to join the booming cruise industry? Become an
Bro, this
Expedia
is
Cruises
scary, bro.
franchisee. You'll be part.
People just get sucked into things because they think it's just such a fast way to make money. It's gonna take time if you want to make a good amount, like millions of dollars. You have to take some time.
There's a lot of scams that go on here, and it really worries me when I see these young girls wanting to join OnlyFans and join into this content creator world, and it's scary. Like, I've seen some like doing this for so long, I've seen a lot of material out there. I've seen
Abusive.
a lot of men doing crazy to women out there. Like, it's scary. So when I have kids, oh my God, I am not letting them on any social media because it's freaking
It's that crazy.
So I urge females and other people getting into the OnlyFans industry to really, really look into it and really consider
Bro, if you really want to make content, just make a YouTube. What the freak?
what your life can be. Like, yeah, you can make a lot of money, make a name for yourself. And there are the girls that go into OnlyFans, get popular on social media, and then get out and run it really well and be still very successful with the brands. But I've seen that a lot less than the girls that are stuck and can't get out of their specific niche.
And I think that's the overwhelming majority of people. And we got another example here of how bad things could get. I'm going to have to be very choice with my words, but OF model left for dead after Dubai porta potty party. The model left for dead.
Ew, Dubai porta potty. Bro, I saw this thing on Twitter. Twitter be nasty as freak, bro. Twitter will show you everything. So basically, these dudes will sit on the toilets and poop, and these girls will eat they poop, and they'll get paid millions. Don't ever go to Dubai unless you go with a group of people, especially if you're a female, because they will definitely take you and do stuff. Bro.
After suspected party has made a...
And you can die from that. You could die from eating poop. Like, what the freak?
Remarkable.
You can also get high from it. I found that out on Hoarders.
Comeback. The 21-year-old Ukrainian had her hair cut off with and was while also suffering a broken spine and leg. Now you can read the full story, but somebody summarized it in the comment section that I don't think I'm really allowed to read, or this video will get age restricted, but this is not a one-off incident.
Let me read it. In short, she attended a party where a wealthy man paid to blank young women to a bad extent. She refused and made them mad, so they did that to her, that to her, and beat for about 10 days before dumping her on the side of the road.
There are many examples of this with OF models or Instagram models being flown out to these areas, to these parties, being offered $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 for a weekend. And if you got into this to make money as fast as possible, it seems very tempting. And at that point, you are legitimately putting your life in your hands. This is a lot more serious than people think.
Okay, I'm continuing my series of why you shouldn't make an OF, and disclaimer, this is coming from someone who happily does. I make videos like this as educational and safety content because there are so many things that I love about this job, but I don't want to over glamorize it. I want to give you the full truth of the entire industry and avoid girls going into something like this for the wrong reasons or getting completely blindsided once they are actually in this industry. So I have gotten, I think, 3 messages in the last few weeks along these lines, but this is the first person who's actually subscribed to me to say something like this. So I got this message last night. This is the craziest thing I've done, subscribing to your OF because I have a crush on you and I'm too nervous to go up to you at the bar that I go to when I'm with my friends. This is the first time I saw it, blah, 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 had a crush. Subscribe. Right? This is how I responded. I said I'm going to be very frank and let you know that I'm not interested in someone who cannot find the courage to speak to me in person but goes out of his way to find me on OF to text me. Super inappropriate and super weird. This is not a dating site. This is my job. Would recommend trying to actually politely speak to a woman in person instead of doing this next time. A lot of us like to keep our personal and professional lives separate. Please do not try to speak to me in person now either. and I blocked him.
Okay, so a couple of things. This is the third time this has happened to this woman
That's
in
scary.
just a couple weeks. Is this really what you want your life to be?
Bro, as a girl and you show your booty on the internet and people see you in public, they don't see you as a person, bro.
And there's always a possibility when this person blocked whoever it was for everything to get way worse. I feel like you could understand what I'm trying to say because
They could turn into stalkers, they could turn into anything.
People who would subscribe and pay money for this probably aren't the most upstanding citizens on the planet. So yeah, this is not easy, fast, or safe money. This could be extremely dangerous.
What's the biggest lie people believe about OF money? How much people make. Biggest lie that everybody believes because managements tell girls to lie about how much they make, so it seems like, ooh,
they be lying?
Money?
I'm not
People
surprised.
do make a lot of money, but majority of the industry makes like $100 to like $1,000 a month. Not everybody is making $70 million in a year. Nobody actually probably is.
But those are the titles that you see in news articles. People making $10, $20, $40 million a year. And all they have to do is Photoshop a simple screenshot and everybody just believes that they're making 8 figures. And she's exactly right. It's another marketing tactic. How could this person be making so much money? I have to go and see. And then you pay for it and bring in more money. And even though this next one is a skit, this is basically exactly what happens.
I just made $1 million this month and it's been going insane because you know why? I put in the work and you could too. Just follow me and also make sure to subscribe to my course. My food is here. I gotta go, guys. Oh, peasants. Hi. Yeah. Yes, food delivery. Yeah. Okay. You want a tip? No, I'm not tipping you. No.
What? Didn't you make like a lot of money?
No, it was all a lie. And also, yeah, that's how you stay rich. Yeah, you don't get any money. Yeah, get out of here, you peasant food delivery guy. Ugh.
I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely shocked that we have influencers lying about their income just to be able to make more money online. Who would have thought?
I don't believe people make money from Only. Oh, don't get me wrong. I believe some people do. But did you know that Only used to pay people to recruit? Like an MLM. So all of these women saying they make $100,000 a month off Only, they were just trying to get you to sign up for commissions.
It's almost like it was part of a business plan, especially for the owner who's a billionaire. And we have tons of people at 18 years old thinking that they could be the top creators as well, and all they do is get chewed up and spit out by the system.
If you are a woman that does OnlyFans or used to do OnlyFans, I need you to do something for me. Hopefully you don't do OnlyFans anymore. Speak out more to young women about how detrimental to their health and well-being it is to do that job. In my previous post, I got one comment that's like, well, what do you expect girls that used to do OnlyFans to do? I feel that you have a moral obligation to, now that you've been in the position that you've been in, tell young women all the negatives. Because all young women have been seeing, like teenage girls, all they've been seeing is, oh my God, I started an OnlyFans and then I make $1 million.
Nightcrawler lets you snag
$1 million is a stretch.
on hotels.
Maybe $20
for when you're
it's more realistic.
And that goes back to the first clip where it's almost like it's silenced on social media. You only see the positives. I got an OF as soon as I turned 18 because I wanted a little bit more money for university. I had 10 fans max. I deleted it about 3 months in because an IRL friend found it and I got terrified. I regret it deeply. My wake-up call was when this guy at my gate at the airport was looking at me intently and I became so paranoid that he could have been one of my clients and I nearly had a panic attack. Is that what you want to be like for the rest of your life? I definitely wouldn't. I was a scripper and I was very paranoid walking around. And guess what? I was right. Some guy stalked me to my home. Could have had the exact same situation with the previous clip of somebody messaging that girl when he saw her at the bar. It destroyed my self-confidence and mental health. I felt like I wasn't worth anything if I wasn't attractive. And we got another comment from you guys right here. I know a girl that was a model. She ended up doing OF. It lasted about a year and she had to go back to bartending. Well, it depends on what you want to do because sometimes after you make an account, those doors are completely shut.
So I have an OF. I've had it for about a year now. And some things I really wish I was educated on beforehand are things like career pathways. I've always wanted to be like a psychologist, a philosopher, like a writer.
A philosopher? I thought they hate women.
Something along those lines. And After having my OF for about a year, I've come to realize that I wasn't educated beforehand in the fact that that will ruin a lot of big career paths for people.
Okay, so for most, I feel like that would be pretty obvious. But again,
You
with
showing your
people
booty
being
on
on
the
social
internet.
media 24/7, if you're seeing this from 14 to 18 years old, of all of these random people saying, I make $1 million a month, this is so easy, you could do whatever you want. It does end up starting to warp your brain, and you could have consequences like this. And there's another comment with a similar situation. Yeah, it really hurt me getting a job now, and it sucks. And here's one from you guys. I had a coworker whose daughter got kicked out of school for doing OF. She was using her dorm room, and the school's logo was in the background.
What?
Some people, like, they don't understand that not everything is for them. Like, not everybody's gonna succeed doing everything that they try. Like, you're only not gonna go, I don't know. Why would you drop out on your last semester of school?
Last semester, bro.
Last semester of college, you're gonna drop out of college to start an only. I'm not here to say anybody is chopped.
Last
But
semester?
Not every
Just finished a semester.
profession is for everybody.
Okay, so I looked a little bit more into this, and the guy was talking about the clip up on screen, which is exactly what he was talking about. This woman was tired of college, only one semester left, and she was quitting to start an OF. And I found some of her social media, and to be honest, she doesn't really have a following at all. This account has 1,300 followers. There's another
13.
one with under 6,000,
5,000.
and then going over to the Instagram,
You really think you're gonna make some money with only
there's
5,000
only
people?
about 300. So those types of social media accounts are what would be funneled into an OF account. But if you don't really have a presence in the first place, you're basically going to make no money. And you decided to drop out of college when you were this close to being done to pursue this type of career. I feel like this is a regret in the making.
If you're young and impressionable and you're thinking about doing OnlyFans, please don't. Okay, like this is to all my fellow young ladies out there who got sold this, pipe dream that they can get famous off it, they can make all this money. And I know you're thinking of like Sophie Rain and all of those other girls, and now Piper Raquel, very unfortunately, who, but they've made a killing, but they've made all this money. It is very rare to make that much money off of it, okay? And to make that much money off of it, and the second you turn 18 to immediately become a millionaire, you have to have a cult following of people already built up that were basically waiting for you to do this.
Yes.
Okay? And I'm not disparaging them. Like, this is not something that, like, I'm coming on here and saying that, like, they're horrible and, like, all of them are bad people. Like, no. I mean, in all honesty, I feel very bad for them. But you're not the same as them.
And
Like,
sometimes their mother will like be molding them as a child so they can make an OF when they turn 18. Like I think Piper Raquel mother, she was the reason why she made an OF, because her mother was like putting stuff in her head, telling her to do this and do that. She was controlling her as a kid, and then when she turned 18, F it.
Not going to immediately become a billionaire the second you do it. In fact, most women who do it never end up making more than like a couple $1,000s at the very most. And for what? Like, you are on the internet forever, and anyone who knows you, anyone who you love can find that.
So what does that mean for the last example? With the creator having a few thousand TikTok followers and just a couple hundred on Instagram, you're not going to be like these people. Along with them most likely lying about how much they're making in the first place. Like I said before, it is very easy to Photoshop a couple screenshots. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up.
Bro, please do not make an OF, especially if you're younger than 25, because you don't know, like you probably haven't did that much research about it. So please, only if you have 1 million followers, then maybe consider it. But if you have barely any presence online, don't do it. You're wasting your time. Just go get a regular job.